give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hawakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles that rule well. I want to say shalom, shalom to all the Akim that's out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, shalom to my brothers. Made a video not too long ago. Oh, kind, that's the spirit. Made a video not too long ago, basically saying women want to rule over you or want to run over you. Okay, there was a part one, so I'm just following up to that video with this part two. And basically what it boils down to, and you know, this doesn't have to be too long because a lot of brothers know this, but as I explained in the first video, you know, my brother, my actual, you know, biological brother's going through some things with his woman. So I've been, you know, talking with him. He knows he's an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? But I just been talking to him and, you know, giving him scripts and things like that to try, you know, keep him going as he's going through this thing with his lady. But ultimately, I mean, it's never going to end. This is something that we're going to have to deal with. As long as you're on this earth, you know what I'm saying, on this side, all right, till Yahweh Shai returns and sets everything right, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, all right, this is just what we're going to have to deal with. You know, the woman's going to be out of order. She's going to give us a hard time, and then we're going to have to set her ass back in place. You know, the woman that you're dealing with anyway. I mean, for all these other women out here, they got the backing of the government, you know, of Esau's system. So they're just going to continue to be wicked as hell. And your own woman, you know, it's going to be wicked at times. You're going to have to set her ass straight. But this is just what it is right now because of what happened in the beginning. So I'm going to take it back to the beginning, okay? And just bring it out. So this is Genesis 3:16. I'll put up 3:16, but let me start. Okay, let me just start at verse 12. Okay, because we all know the backdrop, the backstory. All right, and the man said, "The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat." Okay, so Adam is, you know, the Lord came to Adam, you know, and you know, they hid themselves, okay, because they were naked, and then the Lord basically asked the question, well, who told you that you were naked? Okay, because you know, how is that a bad thing now, right? Coming from this pure state of mind, and now this is something that's evil. Okay, so they asked that question. It's like I'm actually doing multitasking right here. All right. So verse 12, and the man said, "The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat." And the Lord Yahweh said unto the woman, "What is this that thou hast done?" And the woman said, "The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat." Okay, you look up that right there. Nasha. Okay, led astray, delude. Okay, in a moral sense. Okay, to seduce. Okay, so we see that there was seduction that took place here. All right, and basically the woman was given to the man. Okay, Eve or Chava, all right, was given to Adam. Okay, to be submissive to him and to him only. Okay, but she was seduced, all right, by the enemy, all right, by the serpent, all right, by the adversary. And so basically it means that she submitted, okay, to the enemy, all right. He seduced her and then she submitted, all right. And the woman said, "The serpent beguiled me, seduced me," okay. The promises of godlike power, okay, rulership, okay, dominion, all right, because that's the lies of the adversary. That's the only thing he offers, okay, some sort of rulership, some sort of power that you don't already have, okay. Said you will be like gods. All right. She said, and I did eat. Okay. I did take of that. All right. I believed. I submitted. Okay. To the lies. All right. And that's basically, you know what? And so the scriptures say, sin entered the world through the woman, or that the woman was deceived, okay, and through her we all die. All right, sin entered the world through the woman, okay. It didn't enter the world through man. It entered the world through the woman, okay. And because we all come through her, that's why we all die, okay. Because we all have to come through that matrix, all right, on this side. All right, so wickedness was born of the woman. All right. This is verse 14. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Okay. And we know that these devils, okay, are vagabonds, okay, upon the earth. And of course, we know that the serpent, okay, crawls on his belly. All right. We're talking about the system of Edomian supremacy that's on this earth right now. Well, truly, they're nothing but serpents and snakes, man. Okay. Really and truly, they're nothing but serpents and snakes. And their true nature is to lap up the dust from the ground. All right. And soon come, they're going to lick up the dust of our feet. All right, as the scriptures say. But continuing on, and it says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. Okay, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. And this is really talking about the children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and the other nations. Okay, because these other nations are ruled by the adversary, man. Okay, they're ruled by all these other false gods. All right, and Hasatan. They're not ruled by they are ruled by Yahweh, by Shem Shai. Okay, but they don't adhere to any law, statutes, or commandments that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are supposed to adhere to. Okay, and the Lord refers to you as a woman. Okay. So he's put enmity between the woman, okay, Israel, all right, and the adversary, okay, most notably these Edomians, okay, the children of Esau, according to the scriptures, all right. Verse 16, all right, and this is the major point right here. It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. Okay? There's two things there. I will greatly multiply thy sorrow, all right, and thy conception. Now, a woman has sorrow, okay, or pain, or woe, in bearing a child, okay, and conceiving a child, for that matter, all right. Because when you go into a woman, all right, which, we rarely experience that on this side, but when you go into a woman for the first time, okay, that's pain, all right. If she's a virgin and you go into that woman for the first time, there's pain there, all right. So even in conceiving the child, there's pain, all right. It says, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, so the act of conceiving. Okay, and then of course bearing children, all right, like a woman as she travaileth, okay, and bringing forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So a woman's original nature, is to submit unto a man. Now these women today don't know that. They have no idea what that means. Okay, you have some that try to grasp onto it. Okay, that hearken to days of old. Okay, women today who try to be of the spirit. All right, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and they hearken unto that. You know, to the concepts and things spoken of in the scriptures. Try to dress modestly. Okay, but that adverse spirit. Okay, that adverse nature that was put on them by the Most High. Okay, is to not be submissive. Okay, and I'm gonna get that really quick. Okay, but let me finish reading the verse and then I'm gonna hit that. It says, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." So he put an adverse spirit on her, okay, of desiring her husband. Now, wait a minute. If a woman's nature is to be submissive, okay, then why did he say, and thy desire shall be to her husband? Why is this something that he had to even bring up? See, we think that love from a woman, okay, is her longing and her desire, okay? Because we look at desire as a longing, okay, but it's not as simple as that, okay? It's not as simple as that. Let me make the point by looking at this right here. All right. Shawaq. Okay. In the original sense of stretching out after, a longing, desire. Okay. Craving, desire of a man or a woman. Okay. Of beast to devour, as if a beast wants to devour something. A lot can be said about that. Okay. And thy thinking will be to devour thy husband. Okay, but let's get even more understanding. Okay. So when you view some of the usages, okay. Genesis 4:7, if thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? If thou dost not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Okay, the same thing was said unto Peter. Okay, all right, sin desired Peter. Okay, but the Lord Yahweh Shai prayed for Peter. Okay, he prayed for Peter in that time. It said, the Song of Solomon 7:10, and my beloved, I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. Okay. All right. Dashwaka. All right. Now it's from an original, and we see the original is shawaq. Okay. Shawaq. Now, that's a root. It means to run after or over, to run over. Okay. Overflow water. All right. To be abundant. To give abundance, to overflow. Okay, so a woman has an abundant feeling to want to run over her husband. Now we understand the true nature, or the adverse nature. The true nature of a woman is to be submissive, but her adverse nature that the Most High put on her as a burden is to want to run over her husband, or to run over her man. Okay, her head. Okay, so there is a struggle that is constantly going on within the woman. Her inner nature wants to be submissive unto a man, but she can't do it because the Most High put a spirit on her to want to run over her man. That's why some days your woman is you feel like, man, she can't do no wrong. She's on point, man. She's cooking for you, you know what I'm saying? Especially when, you know, you're doing your duties, you're taking care of things. You know what I'm saying? She's cooking, all right? She's keeping the house cleaned up, all right? You thinking, damn, I got one. But before you know it, she flipped, okay? It's like the enemy gets to her, okay? Or whatever the case may be, but it's in her adverse nature to want to run over you, okay? She can't get away from it. You could be on your game, all right, doing everything you need to do as a man to hold it down, okay? But she's going to want to run over you, period, okay? And basically overtake you, okay? The root, shawaq, to run after or over, okay? So she really and truly wants to run over you, point blank, period. And that is her adverse nature. The nature of a woman is to submit. That's what she was put here for. But the Most High put a burden on her to want to run over you. That's contrary to her nature, but she can't help it. Okay? So this is what we're going to have to deal with until Yahweh has his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, come and turn things around, man. We're just going to have to deal with it. There's no way around it. I don't care what your woman is doing it at home. Okay, you might have one that's better than most. Okay, all praises, but you still gonna have to put her ass in check. Otherwise, she's gonna want to put you in check, and she's gonna want to do it her whole life. That's why you have women, okay, 60 and 70 years old, still popping off and jabbing off at the mouth for a man that held them down, took care of the bills, okay. Either built their house or at least paid the house off. All right. They got grown ass 30 and 40-year-old children. Okay. And you go and visit grandma or Mima or whoever, and she's still running her damn trap to her husband. Okay. You would have thought that was child shit. You would think that would have ended in her 30s or 40s, right? We all grown at it. No. The woman is always going to pop off because that's her adverse nature. It's not her pure nature that she was supposed to have, that she was put here with. All right. But when she submitted to sin, when she submitted to the adversary, when she submitted to the enemy, okay, the Most High put that burden on. And he also put a burden on us. Okay. Let's get that. It says, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. In other words, and you will want to rule over and run over your husband. And it says, and he shall rule over thee. Okay? So let me bring this up. Mashal. Okay, a primitive root to rule, have, to make dominion. Okay? Dominion. To cause to rule. All right? To exercise dominion. And actually you're going to have to put things into action as far as how you treat your woman and how you put her ass in check. Okay? So he put a burden on her to want to rule over us and to want to run over us. But there's also a burden that's on us. The burden on us is to have to put her ass in check. Now, why are these burdens? Because, again, this wasn't what we were originally put here for. Okay? The woman was not put here to want to run over us and have dominion over us. She was put here to be submissive. That's her original nature. All right? She was simply supposed to submit, okay? And our original nature, okay, was having dominion, okay? But it wasn't to have to put our woman in check, because she's here for us, okay? So we really shouldn't have to worry about putting our woman in check. But now we have a burden, okay, to have to exercise dominion. Now we have to actually do things, okay? It's like if you're if you're a boss and you hire some employees, okay, naturally they're up under you, okay? They do as you say. All right? You tell them to do something, they do it. All right? No questions asked. Okay? That's how it's supposed to work. But, all right, you get unruly employees, they want to pop off at the mouth. All right? They want to be, insubordinate. Okay? Talk shit. All right? Not be on their job. Do what they're supposed to do. All right? Then you have to do what? You have to exercise dominion. You have to exercise rulership and power, okay, over them. When you shouldn't have to put in any extra work to do it, now you do, okay, because they've gotten out of line. This is the position that we're in, okay? This is position that I'm in and dealing with my woman. It's the position that you brothers are in and dealing with your woman, especially those of, the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, because our people hate knowledge. All right. As the scriptures say. All right. Hate knowledge, hate wisdom. All right. Hate getting understanding. All right. There's only a few, all right, of the 1/3, all right, and the hopeful elect that even look to the scriptures and look to the Most High Yahweh, all right, for any sort of wisdom, understanding. Okay, most of our people hate knowledge, so this is what we're dealing with in this time. This is what my brother's dealing with. Okay, all right. The woman want to rule over you, want to run over you. This is just what we have to deal with. Okay. Let me get verse 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field, and sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust thou shalt thou return. Okay, so sin and death entered through the woman and her sin, okay, and submitting to the enemy. All right, instead of submitting to her husband. And we're still dealing with it today. We still have the burdens, from that time. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra. All right. Let me get this right here. This is verse 25. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Okay, calm, because we do love our wives. We do love our women. Okay, but they're out of order. And now we have a burden to have to check them. Okay, that's a burden. All right, because we don't want to have to deal with that bullshit. Okay, but we have a burden to have to check them. And if we don't, they will run over us. Okay. Okay, and we're commanded to rule our houses. Okay. Verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Okay. Kings, men of great power, men of renown. Okay, have become servants. All right. For the sake of these women. All right. Samson, great example. Okay. Loved on that woman, and what happened, man? All right. He lost the power. Okay. Now it said that his trust left off. All right, of Yahweh, and that's really the power that he had. Okay. But that's a great example. Okay. All right, our great king. All right, David lusted after a woman. Okay. All right. And it's a sore spot. All right. A sore spot on an otherwise renowned record of achievements. All right. And great diligence to the Lord Yahweh. All right. So many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. Okay. All right. Adam sinned. All right. When he went against the commandment of the Lord. All right. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apame, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admiral Beradicus, sitting at the right hand of the king. Okay. And taking the crown from the king's head. All right. Again, seeking after that dominion, seeking after that power. Okay. And setting it upon her own head, she also struck the king with her left hand, And yet for all this, the king gaped. Okay, he just looked. All right, mouth open, can't believe it, and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter. Okay, oh baby, no, please. What can I do? How can I make it right? You know, that she might be reconciled to him again. Anything. Took the crown off his head, okay? Slapped him in the face, and he's just sitting there looking, okay? She snickered, he snickered, right? She laughed, he laughed, all right? She pouted, he pouted. Verse 32, O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? Let me read that again. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? 33. Then the king and the princes looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth. Okay? This is a true matter. He understood this. Okay? Verse 34. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high as the heavens, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Okay. But yeah, many be that have gone out of their wits, man. And so, like my brother, okay, like I've even done in the past, like many of you brothers have done, gone out of your wits over a woman, okay? Women did you dirty, okay? All right, especially not in this truth, okay? I mean, you throwing every which way when it comes to some of these women, man. All right, all praise to you. How about Shemi? I'll shot in this truth now, man. With all the thoughtiness and damn Instagram BS that's going on right now, okay? You see men that's not in this truth going head over heels for a lot of these women, man. Okay? Investing time, money, and resources. Okay? All right, so I had a couple other scriptures. Let me see. I think I had a couple other scriptures pulled up. All right. Well, anyway, that was the point, man. I just wanted to bring out the part of a woman wanting to run over you. It's a burden, man. Okay? It's a burden for a woman, okay, to always want to rule over a man. She knows she can't do it. There is no woman, okay. I don't care if you got a man that's 150 pounds and he's dealing with a 250 pound woman. Okay, she cannot overpower that man. Really and truly. Okay, really and truly. I mean, she might, throw her weight around a little bit, but if a man wants to take her ass out, all right, he can do that. All right. If he needs to knock her ass down a few pegs, okay, just to check her, he can do it quite easily. It's not a problem, okay? But it's not supposed to be that way, right? But the Most High made it so because of the original sin. So, again, I just wanted to bring out that part right there, because a lot of times we understand the nature of a woman as it is today. But it really takes going back to the beginning and understanding what it means for a woman to desire a man. The longing is not necessarily in and of itself and longing after a man. No, the longing is really to run over him. That's the longing that she has. She's already a submissive person. All right, supposed to be by nature. Okay. So then the longing desire is to actually rule over her. All right. But anyway, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this was edifying to a degree. Again, this is understanding that a lot of brothers already have, but Lord willing, it just drove the point a little bit more. All right. Anyway, with that, I'm saying shalom.